Hello, I'm Edie,
And I'm Judy.
and together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Hey, we're coming to you on Zoom because I'm visiting family and it's quarantine, so I'm not bouncing between the two houses right now. So while I'm here, I got this new book to read that I'm really excited about. This is Edie Windsor, A Wild and Precious Life. If you don't know who Edie Windsor is, look her up. Edie Windsor is the one who took it, gay marriage topic, all the way to the Supreme Court that led into having gay marriage recognized in the United States. Now, there are a lot of books about Edie Windsor. There's books about the court case. There's books about, other court cases like this. But the thing that I like about this book, this is about Edie. Now, you see, she's an older woman here. She's older than me. She was in her 80s when she took this gay marriage to the Supreme Court. But this book, it reads like Pulp Fiction. It is a page turner. It is so cool. And so I want to read you this one passage in here. In the 1950s, back in those days, you couldn't be out. If you were out, you lost your job. If you were out, you got kicked out of your family. Now, I know some of this happens now too, but then it was guaranteed. You were nowhere. Nobody would hire you. So being secret gay was really important. So here's a passage where Edie is the 1950s. She's in New York City, and a friend of hers takes her to a gay party. And she goes into the gay party, and the woman says to her, "There's our host. Let me introduce you, Marty. Hey, Marty, over here." The man's arm was slung comfortably around the shoulder of another fellow, and he was mid-laugh as he turned to face us. The smile on his face disappeared as soon as I felt my own begin to spread as I recognized my old friend and roommate from the apartment I'd shared in Atlantic City. "Marty," I called. "Marty, it's me, it's Edie." I began jumping up and down and waving, but he turned the other way and shoved through the crowd in the opposite direction. "You two know each other," I heard Deb say, but I was already halfway across the room chasing him down. I saw him duck into a door at the end of a hallway and close it. I ran after him and tried to knock, but it was locked. "Marty, open up, it's me." There was a long pause before I heard the lock click and the door opened. He was handsome as ever, but he looked furious. "What the hell are you doing here?" he snapped. "Aren't you happy to see me?" I asked. I was confused by his animosity. "Not particularly. How did you find me?" "I was told I was going to a party at a gay man's house." Then his look shifted from angry to distant and cold. "Well, now you know." I couldn't figure out why he was being so cruel when I was overjoyed to find him, and then it dawned on me, "Marty, I'm gay too. That's why I'm here. Deb is my friend. She brought me." I laughed as his expression relaxed into a smile. "You're joking. Last time I heard, you got married and made the poor guy change his name." "I'm Edie Windsor now, and that's all you need to know about that."
That's it.
That's it. And so here's the thing, and I'm thinking about, this is everybody's experience. Everybody's experience, whether it was 1950s or now. We run into people we knew in our straight world, and we meet them in our gay world. And I remember meeting people, and I'm like, Edie, I'm like ecstatic. It's like, oh my God, here's a friend of my brother's, and he tells me he's bisexual. Oh my gosh, here's another friend of my brother's from high school, and he's gay. Oh my God, I went to this one bar, and I was doing political activism at this one gay bar. And this man came in and he got all political with me, and I'm looking at him and he doesn't recognize me for anything, because the last time he saw me, I was 10 years old, and I was bumming a ride on the school bus from him to drop me off near my house, even though I wasn't supposed to be on the school bus. And he would just open the door and say, "Yeah, come on in." Well, this school bus driver from when I was 10 years old, he's gay. I wanted to jump out of my seat. I wanted to say, "Hey, I'm gay too," but I thought, he's not going to care, or maybe he's going to be afraid because he realizes, he's in a gay bar and he was closeted. But
So with Edie's book, you found there was a lot of things in there that you were able to relate to, and because I haven't read the book yet, but you're in the process of reading the book now.
right. Well, how about that experience of meeting somebody from your straight life? Did you meet anyone from your straight life and find out they're gay?
Oh, I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have. I do want to give a shout out to Judith that sent you the book so that we would have an opportunity to read it and share it with other people.
Yeah, Edie Windsor, she passed away a few years ago, but her wife Judith keeps her legacy going. And Judith actually found us on TikTok. And, you know, we use, you know, made up names on TikTok. She's Tooth Fairy and I'm Better Half 50. But when Judith contacted us on TikTok and, you know, she said her name's Judith and her wife is Edie. And I thought, we got to tell her her name. We're Judy and Edie too. And then she told us about this book, A Wild and Precious Life. And we're going to put down the website where you can purchase this book. But we wanted to give out a shout out to Judith, keeping Edie's legacy going. And this topic again, I mean, when I was 13 years old, I had a boyfriend. And he and I were girlfriend and boyfriend for 2 weeks. And while we were girlfriend and boyfriend, you know, we're 13 years old, we went to this one park that had this hill covered in ivy, and we would put up our windbreakers and slide down on a hill on our back. I mean, we're 13, this was our idea of a date, right? And then he slid down first and he's on his back. Then I slid down after him and we're girlfriend and boyfriend. So I thought, well, I should kiss him. So he's on his back and I leaned over and I kissed him. And then we stopped kissing and he said, I'm the guy, I guess I'm supposed to be the one on top. And I said, yeah, I know. And I'm supposed to be the one who's supposed to be on my back, but I like it this way. He said, yeah, I like it this way too. And then, you know, after 2 weeks, we knew we were friends. We weren't girlfriend and boyfriend. But, you know, he was out to himself a couple years before I was out to myself. And all through high school, he still didn't tell me he was gay. And I still didn't tell him I was gay. And all the way until, you know, he left for college and then he let me know. And he said, this is my boyfriend, I'm gay. And still, it took me even 2 years after that before I let him know I was gay too. This is the fear. So I don't know how many people can identify with this, but I bet a lot.
You can identify with it though. Share it in the comments with us. Let us know, you know, your experiences. And we're going to share a lot more clips from Judith's book, Edie's.
Yeah, Edie Windsor. So
Yeah,
Edie Windsor, she was in a relationship for 40 years. And when her wife died, she had to pay an inheritance tax. And she said, no, this isn't going to happen. Other married couples don't have to do this. And that's the gusto she has. She took it all the way. Imagine United States versus Edie. I mean, how mind-blowing is that? But she pushed us through. And this book, I mean, read this because you've got somebody who was out in the 1940s and 1950s and what life was like, and she had gusto then, and that gusto got us all the way to gay marriage in the Supreme Court.
Yes. Yep.
Love you, everybody. Hit the subscribe button.
It gave Judy and I the opportunity to plan our wedding date too. So I want to thank you. While you're here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. What button is that?
The red button.
And I want to make sure you hit the bell so you get any kind of notifications. So as soon as we post new videos, you'll be able to, you know, hear that they're on and be the first ones on there. Also in the comments section, comment and let us know what you want to see, what you are seeing, or if you'd like to know and tell us anything that you know about Edie. We're going to share much more about this book as time goes on and different things that are going on in different people's lives. So I want to thank you.
Bye-bye until next time.
Bye-bye.